because this is a very dangerous way to process vocals. Today, we're going to talk about a quick little tip on how to get some absolutely nasty, gritty, crazy, glitchy, fat bass, vocal, whatever in this shit. So we got the example here. I'm going to just play it.
Punch out your motherfucking eyesight. 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 Punch out your motherfucking eyesight.
So how in the shit do you accomplish something like that? I'm pretty sure he probably used some modular synth and just ran it through some vocal octave modulator thing. That's probably what he actually did, but not all of us are going to be using a modular rig, so I figured I would show you guys how to do this in Ableton. And there's a couple ways to do this. I built this fancy little rack, which is actually made up of two instances of Saturn. They're the same, they're just stacked on top of each other so I can get a little bit of depth. But all I'm doing is I have the transformer setting on here, just very subtle, but that's just for saturation. And this is actually the part that I used, is changing the dynamics, bringing the dynamics down so it doesn't feed back too hard. But you can actually set the feedback frequency and then feed it back onto itself in Saturn. So it's like fold back distortion. It's basically just slamming it into itself. And I have the original vocal here, which is by Cannabis.
Punch out your motherfucking eyesight. Punch out your motherfucking.
I just flip that and turning the rack on immediately. Here, let me just bring this down a little bit so it's at the lowest point and then turn the saturation off. And this is not doing anything. It's just to limit the stuff so it doesn't glitch out and explode. So here.
Punch out your motherfucking eyesight. 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 Punch out your motherfucking.
So yeah, basically you get the idea. All it's doing is just controlling the frequency knob right here, and then the feedback. You can feed it back a little bit more, but obviously you can go in and control the tone a little bit more. Like if you want more lows, I have the lows cut just because I don't like it building up down there, because this is a very dangerous way to process vocals. Feeding things back onto themselves has never sounded good, but if you control it, like I obviously have the top and bottom just cut like these, I'm just basically using, I would even solo this almost to just this part down to like 60 hertz and up to like 2500. And this is all you need. So yeah, the EQ right here on Saturn. So obviously you can see that that kind of turns it into a shitty little bass line. Which obviously can be used for some awesome, if you're controlling it. Remember to control it. Drop a limiter on your whatever channel you have it on, because if you're not, this will be ringing across the spectrum and you're probably going to be having a bad time. But as you can hear, that sounds pretty fucking tight, you know? And you can even go one step further and drop like a frequency shifter on this beforehand and to like kind of tune it. So if I have this and kind of like the way it sounds right there, like got a little bit of robotic vocals to take it down just a little bit. And then before going into this chain, you can drop a little frequency shifter on here. You can kind of tune it. So anyways, yeah, figured I would just show you that that's how something like that would be done. Just wanted to run that quick little tip. All right, bless it.